We're talking breakout players for the 2022 NFL season. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 players who I think could break out. Now, there's going to be players that I don't mention that you say you should have mentioned. I'm only doing 5. So while this video is going on, throw in the comment section players who you think is going to break out. But before we get into today's video, if you think it's a sound and smart idea to go bungee jumping using barbed wire, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel, because we took all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. Sometimes being a Lions fan, you can get cut up, be an idiot, and smash face first into the ground. Also, take that like button with you and let that bad boy get destroyed. Let's get into today's Lions 5 breakout players. I'm starting with the easiest one first on my list. That's Frank the Tank Ragnow. Frank Ragnow, one of the best centers in the NFL. What happened to him last year? He got injured, but now he's fully healthy going on this offensive line. He's going to have a breakout season, folks, because he didn't really play last year, and now he's playing, and the players around him are even healthier as with the offensive line, so it even gets better. Frank Ragnow is a mauler, a brawler, a destroyer, and also an under aspect of this is the idea that he will be going up in training camp against the Detroit Lions defensive line, who's got better. So you get great versus great. It makes their play better on both sides, and Frank Ragnow is going to be a stud for the Lions in 2022. No doubt he will be a Pro Bowler unless the ESPNs and the sports centers and all the people in the NFL related decides to screw him. They do that, but we all know he is a beast. Folks, do you think that Jeffrey Okudah is going to have a bounce back year? Let me know in the comment section right now. Y for yes and N for no. I kind of think he's going to have a much better season, but that is just me. Maybe you think differently. Let me know what you think about Okudah. How about Levi Onwuzurike, the second-year defensive tackle? We drafted him last year in the second round. While he was in camp, he got dinged up. He was a little bit injured. He was slow to start for the Lions, and he didn't live up to his potential last year. So what does Levi do? Well, he stays in Detroit, gets conditioned, gets healthy, and much improved regarding all the physical aspects that he deals with this year and compared to next. And also, the defensive line is more improved, so he's going to have opportunities to shine, and that's really important for him. We need to have this guy have a big year. He is a big part of the Lions' defensive line. He needs to. Him, Ali McNeil, these guys are the core right now coming into their second year. Levi, as regarded, last year's draft was either the second best defensive tackle or the first best defensive tackle in the 2021 NFL draft. So it's really important for Levi to make this season a big year. He needs to help stop the run and penetrate the gaps and get pressure in the middle. If we can get pressure in the middle, the quarterback cannot step in the pocket, and the edges can do their job, and we can win football games with turnovers. And I think Levi is going to do very good this year. I'm not saying he's going to be a Pro Bowler, because that's not my expectations from him. But from what he did last year, which was not that great, I think he's going to be significantly improved to be a really good defensive lineman for the Detroit Lions this season. Sometimes you get sophomore slumps, but when you have a rookie year like last year, I don't see that being the case. I see him having a good year and help out the Lions doing his job. Next player on my list is a very controversial player here in Detroit. Everybody has something to say about Jeffrey Okudah. First year, not good under Patricia. Second year, he was injured last year. This year, he is healthy. And the competition at the cornerback position is high. I mean, we do have a lot of good corners on this football team. When you look at Melifonwu, Jerry Jacobs, obviously Amani, we can just go through all. One player that has not lived up to the potential so far is Jeffrey Okudah. This is year 3. And I think with Aaron Glenn's help and the better depth at the secondary position, Jeffrey Okudah is going to have a good year, a bounce-back year for the Detroit Lions. I think he will. As long as he stays healthy, I think he can do good. Again, I'm not suggesting this guy is going to be an island player. He's going to be one of the best corners in the NFL. Not saying that at all. I'm saying he will be much improved from the last 2 years. And that's not saying much because the last 2 years have not been good for the third-year cornerback. Still, I think with the defensive line getting better, it's going to help out the secondary to get turnovers. He's got players around him that are good as well. He's going to be able to do his part and make some plays. He's going to be a contributor for the Lions secondary that we really need to take the Detroit Lions in a good step forward defensively. With all the coaches, Aubrey Pleasant, Aaron Glenn, all the players, the upgrade in talent, as long as Jeffrey Okudah stays healthy, he should have a pretty good year for 2022. Folks, have you not subscribed to the channel? Well, if you have not done so, you might as well subscribe right now. Dropping Detroit Lions content every single day. You don't want to miss out on it. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm about 40-some away from 22,600, so make it happen. Subscribe. Let's get to 22,600. Next player on my list who I think is going to have a bounce-back year is Romeo Okwara. Romeo Okwara, integral part to the Lions defense. He played really well so far when he has been in Detroit. Matter of fact, wasn't too long ago where he was the #1 guy on the edge, getting 10 sacks, being a diamond in the rough, being a big part to the Detroit Lions defensive line. However, he got injured last year, and obviously that's not good. Coming back, though, this year, some question marks. Is he going to come back to form? Well, I think he can definitely come back to form and perform even better because first off, he's a talented player. His physical attributes that he brings, his mental, everything is really good about this guy. He is a very good player for the Detroit Lions, a quality player in the NFL. But like we've been saying so far in this video, the depth at the defensive line is much more improved. Having Aiden Hutchinson on the other side, it's going to give Okwara opportunities to sack the quarterback. For the most part, he's been the main guy in the defensive line. That's not going to be the case this year. He's a part of offenses have to pay attention to now. He's a part of what they needs to scheme around. Because now offenses got to worry about Aiden Hutchinson. They got to worry about Levi, Aleem. You just go down the line. They have to worry about these players. So let's give opportunities for Okwara to make some big plays and maybe beat his sack total per season here in Detroit in 2022. I think it's very possible that he could do, though. I think the sky's limit for Okwara. As long as he stays healthy, he's going to be a bounce-back player. Next player on my list is Quintez Cephas. He's been subject. Is Cephas even going to make the team? I love Cephas. I said last year, before the season started, that this was my breakout player for last year. That's who I said it was. And before he got injured, he was showing it. He was making big plays. He was getting open, getting first downs, doing really hard catches from Jared Goff, contested catches. The toe tag swag was going on. He was looking like a really good player. Then he got injured, and history was made regarding him not being on the field. Now we have a lot of talent on the wide receiver position, so the question is he going to make the football team? He's got to compete with the likes of Trinity Benson and Khalil Pimpleton. I like Cephas the most out of them. I do. I think he brings a dimension right now that we don't have at wide receiver. We have a lot of speed. We have wide receivers that can do the bomb passes and get past the defense. We have a great all-around Amon-Ra St. Brown with the yak, but what Quintez Cephas brings to the Lions is a little bit different. His route tree is fantastic, but he has the ability to get open. He's not the fastest guy in the world, and he can make the big catch on a big down. That's what he can bring. And he's a physical guy. He's got some strength to him. He's got some power to him, and that's something that we need on offense. And if there is injuries, and we already know Jameson Williams is going to be injured for the first, couple of weeks at least, he's not going to play. Cephas is going to have an opportunity to make some of those big plays because they are, regarding defenses, going to look at DJ Shark. They're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown, TJ Hawkinson. One of the guys who will be on the field they may not pay a whole lot of attention to is Mr. Quintez Cephas. He could be a slippery, smooth criminal for the Lions on offense this year. And he will make those big catches. And Jared Goff is going to throw him some big plays. So I think he's going to have a breakout year. And can't wait to watch it. I really root for this guy. I like him for sure. In the upcoming videos, we do got the mailbag video dropping tomorrow. Then we're back on the grind on Monday, video Tuesday, video Wednesday, video Thursday, the One Pride podcast. We talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors. Where you have questions, we may have some answers. And it's to give back to you guys for being so awesome, subscribing to the channel, making all the comments, making this thing grow. So I love giving back to you. With that said, folks, adios.